And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton. I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport, Mookie Betts. Always exciting to see him in action, and it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Gavin Stone.
Well, this guy's so elusive. Last year took the loss in one game. You talk about a walking rabbit's foot. Just unreal that the odds and the numbers could bear out that way, no matter how good you are. But that's the kind of season he had last year, and I'm sure they're hoping that they can build off of that momentum when he's on the mound.
Next pitch way upstairs. Wouldn't chase that time.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Full count.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Here's Orlando Arcia. And a pitch. Late on that fastball.
1 and 2 to count. Two and two.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Acuna gets his lead at first with nobody out. In the air to left center. And that'll fall for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to.
Betts over to second, on to Freddie. Double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
Here's Austin Riley. Righty delivers. Fought off foul.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
1-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Righty to the plate. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Back here with my pal Singy, getting the nod in this one. Robbie Ray. What should we keep an eye on here?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
And that one missing low. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
There's a swing and a drive. Pache ranging back to the warning track, makes the catch. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. And a key factor for this club in that leadoff spot, Shohei Ohtani.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
One down, base is empty. Short hop liner, handled it short. Sends it to first, and Freeman is retired.
Batting third, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Mookie to hit. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And a base hit into right. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Vladimir.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The 1-1.
Nope, ball. 2-1.
Mookie on the move. Foul ball there. Now snap throw to first.
Nope,
and he's back in easily. At the belt and fires. That one almost got him.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. And that's ball 4.
Batting fifth.
So first and second with 2 outs. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 2 on, 2 outs. And a big swing and a miss.
Full count.
Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A gigantic blast. And they lead it. It's 3-0. Singy, he's been waiting for this moment to finally come.
Well, we knew it would come eventually, and I wouldn't be shocked to see him go on a nice little run at the plate, hitting some balls out of the ballpark. He's got that monkey off his back. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
The batter now will be Will Smith. And a pitch. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Squeezes it, and the inning is over. Big 3-run shot for the Dodgers. It's now 3-0. This is Dodgers baseball on the show, LA. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now, Ozzie Albies.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Next offering upstairs.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And he walked him.
Ball 4, runner take your base.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So a man aboard. Here comes Max Muncy. a swing and a miss. Down on strikes and one gone.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
That one hit to right. Nabs it.
Batting it, the left fielder, Esteban Florial.
Man at first, and now it's Esteban Florial. Albies off of first with 2 away. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that'll do it. Braves strand one. They trail in this one 3-0. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Brandon Lewis. The 1-1. Fly ball down the line, and that's a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Hit in the air, left field. Florial racing over to make the catch.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Dalton Rushing getting ready to hit. One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Albies throws to first in time. And now the rookie second baseman, Matt Horvath.
Second baseman, number 13.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2
strikes. The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
And that skips in the dirt. And now 2-2. And another ball. Shohei Ohtani waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Into center. Pache settles underneath it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Back here in L.A. on to the 3rd inning. And now Cristian Pache. And the right-hander deals. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Freeman makes the grab, 1 away.
The batter, the right fielder.
Back to the top of the lineup, and here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
Oh, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there.
Next offering misses. Ball 3. And there's ball 4.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
One gone, runner at first. Now in for the Braves, Orlando Arcia. The pitch. Acuna runs. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Sizes this one up. Rushing. Makes the grab.
Up next for Atlanta, the first baseman, Matt.
Man at first. Olsen. And next for Atlanta, Matt Olson.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Acuna runs. There's a ball. No throw, safe at second. there. And now 3 balls and a strike. Austin Riley hoping for a chance. He would represent the tying run.
Take your base.
Yeah, Boog, plenty of power in that bat, and they'd love to give him a shot here. I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
So 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley. The 1-1. Swings through that. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Wouldn't chase that time. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if you're got him swinging. Out number 3. 2 left for Atlanta. They trail it here 3-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And now the DH, Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
The pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is even 2-2. Struck him out looking. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. And another ball. And here it comes. That misses, and that's ball 3. 1 out, bases empty. On the ground to the left. Can't glove it cleanly. No throw, and he reaches safely.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
That's the ball.
The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Here's a 2-1. On a line out towards center. Pache pulls it in on the run. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now saying he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also...
That ends the inning, so we take a break. 1 left for L.A., but they're on top by a count of 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
Ozzie Albies.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-2.
Got him. And that's the first out. And now it's Max Muncy. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Throw on to Freeman. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Mookie just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
2 outs, base is empty. So here's Murphy now. The 2-1. Right side, Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Braves. Still down 3-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Bottom 4, here's the center fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
The wind and the pitch. That one ripped. That's back. Forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 4-0.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. The pitch. Close, but called a ball. 2-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Here comes a pitch. And he swings over the top there.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
And that one is lifted in the air. Acuna has it sized up. And there's one down.
The batter, the right fielder, Brandon.
And now the right fielder, Brandon Lewis. One run across in the frame so far. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. This one in the air. Albies under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, the left fielder, Dalton.
So digging in, Dalton Rushing. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the second game of the series. That's off the mark. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that extends the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
2 outs, runner at first. Mac Horvath steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's downstairs and outside. Rushing, the runner at first with 2 gone. Out to short. They take the force out, and that is the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-0 ball game. And we're back. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Esteban Florial. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And that one is in the dirt. 2-1.
You know, these Braves just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The wind to kick the pitch. Stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a pitch. And they'll do it again. The wind to the pitch. On the ground to third, and it finds its way through for a hit. He saw a lot of pitches in that at bat and found a way to win the battle.
Now bat.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Here's Cristian Pache.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Kicks and fires. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that one finds its way through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couple of singles back to back. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Right through there for a strike. First and second, no outs, and we're at the top of the 5th. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. The throw in, but it's offline.
He's safe.
Orlando Arcia, the next to hit. First and second here, no outs. And now time is called as we'll get a visit to the mound. 2 relievers just got up to throw out there in the bullpen. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And in one hops the wall. 1 run is in around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's 4-3. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
That one to first. Freeman steps on the bag. 1 away here in the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
And a base hit on the line. Runner from third in to score. Tie ball game, 4-4.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Aroldis Chapman on a pitch out of the pen here.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
The 2-1.
That missed. That's a ball.
Right side, hard hit. Off balance feet, there's 1. And that's quick work out of the pen. 1 batter, 2 outs, inning over. So they get 4 in the inning and have it evened up again. Last half of the 5th coming up. And we are tied 4-4. Back here in L.A., here's Shohei Ohtani.
The designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. 1 away.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Pitch misses there. 2-2. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Mookie Betts now.
Ball, that's low.
And a good eye there. Late on that fastball.
You got a full count.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Dodgers down in order. Score remains tied at 4. Back here at Chavez Ravine. All set for the start of the inning. Muncy digs in. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Tied at 4. And
that's
another ball.
Outside.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. Here's Sean Murphy. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
That one misses. 3-1.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Payoff pitch. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Now the left fielder.
Man at first with 1 gone. Estevan Florial. Next up for the Braves. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Under it. He's got it. Out number 2. Cristian Pache next up for the Braves. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Just
that's
missed.
Low. That's a ball.
And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. And that's just foul.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the
and he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Bottom of the 6th. Stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Kicks and deals. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. The pitch. Headed down the line. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. And the pitch. Ripped to short. Zips it across. And Guerrero is set down.
Now back, the center fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now if he did.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Pache going back on this one. Up against the wall and brings it in.
Now batting, catcher,
Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle of the order type of.
And he can't come up with it.
I think he got a little casual on that play and took it for granted a little bit. So maybe just as much of a mental mistake as a physical one. And with 2 outs, that's a tough one to swallow for the entire defense.
New arm out of the bullpen, Tyler Matzek. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Matzek.
Brandon Lewis steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Check swing went around. And the count 1-2.
Count.
Two outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So the Dodgers leave one, still all square at 4 apiece. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Rustar Grotterol. Here's Acuna now.
He's a big, strong guy. Can untie this game with one swing.
Tied at 4. Bounce to the left side. And it goes just foul. 1-2 now on Acuna. That one 95 to finish him off.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves.
1-2. The count.
Up the middle. It's through for a hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here is Matt Olson. Horvat. Quick feed to second for one. And that's 2.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 7th at the plate. Dalton Rushing. The 1-1. And another ball. And now 2-2.
2-2.
In the air, out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Mac Horvat steps to the plate for the Dodgers. At the belt and fires. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. And there's the ball.
3-1.
Swing and a miss. And now 3-2. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. And misses. It's a strikeout.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. And sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Outside low, and it's 2-2. He caught it behind his back. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we're at the top of the 8th. Down the third baseman, Austin Riley. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 2-2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing.
And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. 1 away.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment move, get back on track. His team needs him.
Here's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. And he deals. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And delivers outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws, out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. Here's Muncy to hit. 2 outs, base is empty. The pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Right-handed reliever. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 down, nobody on. Fights it off, he'll see another. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Tied at 4. And the count 1-2. And a pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Drops into the glove. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie now.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Missing inside, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2-2's the count.
All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Breaking ball inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. waits on deck. And here it comes. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
1 down, runner at first. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The pitch.
Nope, ball.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Ripped on a line. And there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
So 2 down now. And here is Teoscar Hernandez. And now the lefty falling behind 2-1.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
And they put the tag on him. That's the 3rd out, inning over. Offense held in check there through 8 full, and we are tied 4-4. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Kenley Jansen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Sean Murphy. 4-4 in the 9th. And down on strikes he goes. And a strikeout for the 1st out here in the 9th. So now pinch hitter for Atlanta, Michael Harris, looking to start something with 1 gone. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Long run, tracks it down. And there's 2 away. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Jared Kelenic. Big spot for him here. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. And a rope into center field, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
So the lineup flips over. Next to hit, Ronald Acuna Jr. 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2-2.
Tied at 4. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 hit is all they get. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. And we are tied 4-4. Now into the ball game on defense, Michael Harris. He'll be out in left field.
Now in
Teoscar Hernandez digs in now. And a pitch. Outside. Yeah, that's ball 2.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
And it's even up. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Andres Munoz, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Barnes warming up as well. And another ball. Will Smith up next for the Dodgers. Got him. Now 1 away. Here's the catcher, Will Smith.
Well, one swing's a lot easier than getting 2 or 3 hits to win this ball game. You better believe he's going to be all in to hit the ball over the fence somewhere.
And that's in the dirt. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wouldn't chase that time. Dalton Rushing, waiting to bat for the Dodgers. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Here comes a pitch. And that's ball 4.
Take your base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Now the left fielder, Dalton Rushing. Here's a 1-1. Swung on, belted. Kelenic raging back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track. So they can't push across the winning run, and that means free baseball here this afternoon. And we are tied 4-4. And we're back. We're in extras here. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Orlando Arcia. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
That misses the zone. Ball 2.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Here's Matt Olson.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Man at second. On the ground right side. Throw on to Freeman. 2 in a row set down to start the 10th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
Two outs. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. In comes the runner from third, and it's now 5-4.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
2 outs, runner on first. Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. Righty delivers. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Out towards right center field. Sizing this one up. Makes the catch. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. And the home team down a run. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back. And here comes the closer, Andres Munoz.
Now this is an extremely confident pitcher. He loves the pressure. Actually likes.
Well, 1-run game. Matt Horvath steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The Dodgers going with a pinch hitter, James Outman. A critical at bat in this game for him. So the tying run at second. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Sizes this one up. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second.
Now that's the designated hitter, Shohei.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. The tying run is 90 feet away.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
2-1 now. Late with the swing there.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And another ball.
Got a full count.
And the righty deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Just 1 out remaining for the Dodgers.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield's in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
And fouled off. With the winning run at the plate. And the home team trying to pull it out. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Munoz is just 1 strike away. Popped up under it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 5 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. They left 9 runners on base. For the Dodgers, 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 5 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 18 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.